Number 1. Mosquitoes. At number 1, the most dangerous animal on Earth might surprise you. It's not a lion, a shark, or even a venomous snake. It's the mosquito. These tiny insects are responsible for more human deaths than any other creature on the planet. Mosquitoes transmit deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and yellow fever, killing over 700,000 people every year. Their ability to adapt and thrive in almost every environment makes them a constant threat to human health worldwide. Let's start by diving deeper into the diseases mosquitoes carry. Malaria, one of the most well-known mosquito-borne illnesses, is caused by a parasite called Plasmodium. When an infected mosquito bites a human, the parasite enters the bloodstream and travels to the liver, where it multiplies. From there it invades red blood cells, causing them to burst and leading to symptoms like fever, chills, and anemia. If left untreated, malaria can progress to severe illness, affecting the brain, kidneys, and other vital organs. Malaria has had a profound impact on human history. During World War II, for example, malaria caused significant casualties among troops in the Pacific and Southeast Asia. The disease also played a role in the colonization of Africa, where European settlers struggled to survive in malaria-endemic regions. Today, malaria remains a major public health challenge, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, where the majority of cases and deaths occur. Next, let's talk about dengue fever. This viral illness is transmitted by the Aedes mosquito, primarily Aedes aegypti. Dengue causes symptoms like high fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, joint and muscle pain, and rash. In some cases, it can progress to severe dengue, also known as dengue hemorrhagic fever, which can lead to bleeding, organ failure, and death. Dengue is a growing problem worldwide, with cases increasing dramatically over the past few decades. Urbanization, climate change, and global travel have all contributed to the spread of the Aedes mosquito and the dengue virus. Outbreaks have occurred in over 100 countries, putting nearly half of the world's population at risk. The Zika virus is another mosquito-borne disease that has gained global attention in recent years. Like dengue, it is transmitted by the Aedes mosquito. While Zika virus infection is usually mild, causing symptoms like fever, rash, and joint pain, it can have devastating consequences for pregnant women. The virus has been linked to microcephaly, a condition where babies are born with abnormally small heads and underdeveloped brains. The 2015 Zika outbreak in the Americas highlighted the need for better mosquito control and public health measures. Governments and health organizations worked to educate the public about the risks of Zika and how to prevent mosquito bites. However, the outbreak also revealed gaps in our understanding of the virus and its long-term effects. Yellow fever is another deadly disease spread by mosquitoes. It is caused by a virus that can lead to jaundice, bleeding, and organ failure. While a highly effective vaccine is available, outbreaks still occur in parts of Africa and South America, particularly in areas with low vaccination coverage. The Aedes mosquito, which transmits dengue, Zika, and yellow fever, is particularly well adapted to urban environments. It breeds in small containers of standing water, such as flower pots, discarded tires, and even bottle caps. This makes it difficult to control, as eliminating all potential breeding sites is nearly impossible. In addition to these diseases, mosquitoes also transmit other illnesses like chikungunya, West Nile virus, and Japanese encephalitis. Each of these diseases poses a significant threat to human health, particularly in regions where healthcare resources are limited. Now let's talk about why mosquitoes are so successful at spreading disease. One reason is their adaptability. Mosquitoes can breed in a wide range of environments, from tropical rainforests to urban slums. They are also highly mobile, capable of flying several miles in search of food and breeding sites. Female mosquitoes, which are the ones that bite, require blood to produce eggs. When they bite an infected person, they can pick up the pathogen and transmit it to the next person they bite. This makes mosquitoes highly efficient vectors of disease. Climate change is exacerbating the problem. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns are creating more favorable conditions for mosquitoes to thrive. In some regions, warmer temperatures are allowing mosquitoes to expand their range, bringing diseases like malaria and dengue to new areas. Efforts to control mosquito populations have been ongoing for decades. One of the most effective methods is the use of insecticide-treated bed nets, which protect people from mosquito bites while they sleep. Indoor residual spraying, where insecticides are applied to the walls of homes, is another common strategy. However, mosquitoes are developing resistance to many of the insecticides used to control them. This has led to the search for new approaches, such as genetically modified mosquitoes. These mosquitoes are engineered to reduce their populations by producing offspring that die before reaching adulthood. Another innovative approach is the use of Wolbachia, a bacterium that can be introduced into mosquito populations to reduce their ability to transmit diseases. Wolbachia-infected mosquitoes have been released in several countries as part of efforts to control dengue and other mosquito-borne illnesses. Despite these efforts, mosquitoes remain a formidable foe. Their ability to adapt and evolve makes them a constant challenge for public health officials and researchers. In addition to their impact on human health, mosquitoes also have significant economic consequences. The cost of treating mosquito-borne diseases and the loss of productivity due to illness place a heavy burden on healthcare systems and economies, particularly in developing countries. For example, malaria is estimated to cost Africa billions of dollars each year in healthcare expenses and lost productivity. The economic impact of dengue is also substantial, with outbreaks often overwhelming healthcare systems and disrupting tourism and trade. Mosquitoes have also shaped human history in profound ways. They have influenced the outcomes of wars, the development of nations, and the movement of populations. For example, during the construction of the Panama Canal, mosquito-borne diseases like malaria and yellow fever caused significant delays and loss of life until effective control measures were implemented. In conclusion, the mosquito is the most dangerous animal on Earth due to its ability to transmit deadly diseases, its adaptability, and its widespread impact on human health and economies. While progress has been made in controlling mosquito populations and treating the diseases they carry, the fight against these tiny but deadly insects is far from over. Number 2, humans. Here's a surprise. Coming in at number 2 is humans. Yes, we are our own worst enemy. While we are capable of incredible acts of kindness, innovation, and creativity, our impact on the planet and its inhabitants has been overwhelmingly destructive. Through wars, pollution, deforestation, and climate change, humans have caused immense harm to the environment, other species, and even ourselves. Let's start by examining the most direct way humans are dangerous: warfare. Throughout history, humans have engaged in conflicts that have resulted in the deaths of millions. From ancient battles to modern wars, the development of increasingly sophisticated weapons has made human conflict more deadly than ever. The invention of gunpowder, for example, revolutionized warfare and led to the deaths of countless people. In the 20th century, 2 world wars claimed the lives of over 70 million people. The use of chemical weapons, aerial bombings, and nuclear bombs demonstrated the devastating power of human ingenuity when turned toward destruction. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 marked a turning point in human history, showing the world the terrifying potential of nuclear weapons. Today, the threat of nuclear war remains a significant concern. The existence of thousands of nuclear warheads, capable of causing unimaginable destruction, poses a constant risk to global security. The potential for accidental launches, cyber attacks, or political miscalculations keeps the world on edge. But warfare is just one way humans are dangerous. Our impact on the environment is equally devastating. Pollution, for example, is a major problem that affects air, water, and soil quality. Industrial activities, vehicle emissions, and the burning of fossil fuels release harmful chemicals into the atmosphere, contributing to respiratory diseases, heart conditions, and premature deaths. Air pollution is particularly harmful in urban areas where high levels of particulate matter and nitrogen dioxide are common. According to the World Health Organization, air pollution is responsible for an estimated 7 million premature deaths annually. Children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions are especially vulnerable. Water pollution is another serious issue. Chemicals, plastics, and waste from factories, farms, and households contaminate rivers, lakes, and oceans, harming aquatic life and endangering human health. Microplastics, Tiny pieces of plastic that have entered the food chain are now found in the bodies of animals and humans, with unknown long-term effects. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a massive collection of floating plastic debris in the North Pacific Ocean, is a stark reminder of the scale of the problem. Covering an area twice the size of Texas, it poses a significant threat to marine life, which can ingest or become entangled in the plastic. Deforestation is another way humans are causing harm. Forests are being cleared at an alarming rate to make way for agriculture, logging, and urban development. This not only destroys habitats for countless species, but also contributes to climate change by reducing the planet's ability to absorb carbon dioxide. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the Earth, is a prime example. It is home to an estimated 10% of the world's known species, and plays a crucial role in regulating the global climate. However, deforestation for cattle ranching, soybean farming, and logging has led to the loss of millions of acres of forest. Speaking of climate change, it is perhaps the most significant threat humans have created. The burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial activities have led to a rapid increase in greenhouse gas emissions, causing global temperatures to rise. This has resulted in more frequent and severe weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, and wildfires. Rising sea levels, caused by the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, threaten to displace millions of people living in coastal areas. Changes in weather patterns are affecting agriculture, leading to food shortages and increased prices. The loss of biodiversity, as species struggle to adapt to changing conditions, is another consequence of climate change. Humans are also dangerous to other species. Habitat destruction, hunting, and the introduction of invasive species have led to the extinction of countless animals and plants. The current rate of species extinction is estimated to be 1,000 times higher than the natural rate, largely due to human activities. The illegal wildlife trade is another major threat. Poaching and trafficking of animals for their skins, tusks, and other body parts have pushed many species, such as elephants, rhinos, and tigers, to the brink of extinction. The demand for exotic pets and traditional medicines further exacerbates the problem. Humans are also dangerous to each other in more subtle ways. Social and economic inequalities, for example, lead to poverty, hunger, and lack of access to healthcare and education. These issues disproportionately affect marginalized communities, perpetuating cycles of suffering and injustice. Violence, both physical and psychological, is another way humans harm each other. Domestic abuse, hate crimes, and systemic discrimination are just a few examples of how humans can be cruel and destructive. The rise of cyberbullying and online harassment has added a new dimension to this problem, affecting people of all ages. Despite all this, humans are also capable of great good. Advances in medicine, technology, and science have improved the quality of life for millions of people. Vaccines, for example, have eradicated diseases like smallpox and drastically reduced the prevalence of others like polio and measles. Renewable energy technologies, such as solar and wind power, offer hope for a more sustainable future. Conservation efforts, such as the creation of protected areas and breeding programs for endangered species, are helping to preserve biodiversity. Humans have also shown incredible resilience and compassion in the face of adversity. From natural disasters to global pandemics, people have come together to support each other and rebuild their communities. Acts of kindness, generosity, and solidarity remind us of the best of humanity. In conclusion, humans are the second most dangerous animals on Earth due to our capacity for destruction through warfare, pollution, deforestation, and climate change. Our impact on the environment and other species is profound, and our ability to harm each other is undeniable. However, we also have the potential to create positive change and build a better future. The challenge is to harness our intelligence, creativity, and compassion to address the problems we have created and ensure the survival of our planet and all its inhabitants. Number 3. Box jellyfish. The box jellyfish is one of the most venomous and deadly creatures in the ocean, found primarily in the warm coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific. This translucent predator is responsible for countless human injuries and fatalities. Its nearly invisible appearance and potent venom make it a silent but deadly threat to swimmers, divers, and beachgoers. Let's start by diving into the biology of the box jellyfish. Unlike most jellyfish, which drift aimlessly with the currents, box jellyfish are active swimmers. They have a cube-shaped bell, or medusa, which gives them their name. This bell can grow up to 10 inches in diameter, with clusters of long trailing tentacles that can stretch up to 10 feet in length. Each tentacle is armed with thousands of specialized cells called cnidocytes, which contain tiny harpoon-like structures called nematocysts. When the jellyfish comes into contact with prey, or a perceived threat, these nematocysts fire, injecting venom into the victim. The venom is a complex cocktail of toxins designed to paralyze prey and deter predators. For humans, a box jellyfish sting is excruciatingly painful and can be fatal. The venom attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin cells, causing symptoms such as intense pain, difficulty breathing, cardiac arrest, and even death within minutes. The severity of the sting depends on the species of box jellyfish and the amount of venom injected. The most dangerous species is the Chironex fleckeri, also known as the sea wasp. Found in the waters of northern Australia and Southeast Asia, this jellyfish is responsible for the majority of box jellyfish-related deaths. Its venom is so potent that a single sting can kill an adult human in as little as 3 to 5 minutes. Another deadly species is the irukandji jellyfish, which is much smaller than the sea wasp but equally dangerous. Its bell is only about the size of a thumbnail, and its tentacles are barely visible, making it nearly impossible to spot in the water. Despite its small size, the irukandji's venom can cause a condition known as irukandji syndrome, characterized by severe pain, nausea, vomiting, and a sense of impending doom. In some cases, it can lead to heart failure or stroke. Box jellyfish are not only dangerous because of their venom, but also because of their behavior. Unlike most jellyfish, which are passive drifters, box jellyfish are active hunters. They have well-developed eyes, grouped into clusters of 6 on each side of their bell. These eyes allow them to navigate their environment, avoid obstacles, and hunt prey with surprising precision. Their diet consists mainly of small fish and crustaceans, which they immobilize with their venom before consuming. Box jellyfish are also known to be territorial, often patrolling specific areas of the ocean where they hunt and breed. Encounters with box jellyfish are most common during the warmer months, when they move closer to shore to breed. In Australia, for example, the stinger season runs from November to May, during which time beaches are often closed or equipped with stinger nets to protect swimmers. Despite their danger, box jellyfish play an important role in marine ecosystems. As predators, they help control the populations of small fish and crustaceans, maintaining the balance of their habitats. They are also prey for larger animals, such as sea turtles, which are immune to their venom. Efforts to mitigate the risk of box jellyfish stings include public education, the use of protective clothing, and the development of anti-venom. In Australia, for example, lifeguards are trained to treat box jellyfish stings with vinegar, which neutralizes the nematocysts and prevents further venom release. Anti-venom is also available for severe stings, although it must be administered quickly to be effective. Researchers are also studying box jellyfish venom to better understand its effects and develop new treatments. Some components of the venom have potential medical applications, such as pain relief and the treatment of heart conditions. In addition to their biological and ecological significance, box jellyfish have also captured the public's imagination. They are often featured in documentaries, news stories, and even horror films, highlighting their fearsome reputation. In conclusion, the box jellyfish is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth, due to its potent venom, nearly invisible appearance, and active hunting behavior. While encounters with these creatures are rare, they can be deadly, making them a significant threat to humans in certain regions. However, they also play a crucial role in marine ecosystems, and offer valuable insights for medical research. Number 4. Saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is the largest living reptile on Earth, and one of the most fearsome predators in the animal kingdom. Found in the brackish and freshwater regions of Southeast Asia, northern Australia, and parts of India, these apex predators are known for their immense size, incredible strength, and aggressive behavior. Let's begin by exploring the physical characteristics of the saltwater crocodile. Males can grow up to 23 feet in length and weigh over 2,200 pounds, making them the largest reptiles on the planet. Females are smaller, typically reaching lengths of around 10 feet. Their powerful tails, armored skin, and massive jaws make them perfectly adapted for life as apex predators. The saltwater crocodile's bite force is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, measuring over 3,700 pounds per square inch. To put that into perspective, a human bite force is around 160 psi. This incredible power allows them to crush bones and tear apart large prey with ease. Saltwater crocodiles are opportunistic hunters, feeding on a wide variety of animals, including fish, birds, mammals, and even other reptiles. They are known to ambush their prey, often lying in wait just below the water's surface, before launching a sudden and explosive attack. Their ability to remain almost completely submerged and motionless for long periods makes them incredibly effective predators. One of the most terrifying aspects of saltwater crocodiles is their aggression. Unlike many other predators, they are not shy about attacking humans. In fact, saltwater crocodiles are responsible for more human fatalities than any other crocodilian species. Each year there are numerous reports of crocodile attacks, particularly in regions where human populations live in close proximity to their habitats. In Australia, for example, saltwater crocodiles are a significant threat to people living in the northern regions. Attacks often occur when people are swimming, fishing, or walking near the water's edge. The crocodile's ability to move quickly both in and out of the water makes it a formidable and unpredictable predator. Saltwater crocodiles are also known for their territorial behavior. Males, in particular, are highly aggressive and will defend their territory from intruders, including other crocodiles. This territoriality extends to their hunting grounds, where they will aggressively protect their food sources. Despite their fearsome reputation, saltwater crocodiles play a crucial role in their ecosystems. As apex predators, they help regulate the populations of other animals, maintaining the balance of their habitats. Their presence also influences the behavior of other species, creating a dynamic and healthy ecosystem. Efforts to conserve saltwater crocodiles have been largely successful, particularly in Australia. After being hunted to near extinction in the mid-25th century, strict protections and conservation programs have allowed their populations to recover. Today, saltwater crocodiles are a protected species, and their numbers are steadily increasing. However, the recovery of saltwater crocodile populations has also led to increased conflicts with humans. As their numbers grow, so does the likelihood of encounters with people. This has led to ongoing debates about how to manage crocodile populations and reduce the risk of attacks. In some areas, crocodile management programs involve relocating problem animals to more remote locations. In others, public education campaigns aim to raise awareness about the dangers of crocodiles and how to avoid encounters. Despite these efforts, attacks continue to occur, highlighting the challenges of coexisting with such a powerful and dangerous predator. Saltwater crocodiles have also captured the public's imagination, often appearing in documentaries, films, and even folklore. Their fearsome reputation and prehistoric appearance make them a symbol of raw power and primal danger. They have become the subject of countless stories and legends, often embodying the untamed, unforgiving nature of the wild. Interestingly, saltwater crocodiles have been around for over 200 million years, making them one of the most ancient species on Earth. Their survival through mass extinctions, climate changes, and evolving ecosystems is a testament to their adaptability and resilience. In fact, some scientists have even referred to saltwater crocodiles as living fossils, as they have changed very little over millions of years, retaining the same dangerous qualities that make them such effective predators today. The saltwater crocodile's role in local cultures is also significant. In many indigenous Australian cultures, crocodiles are revered as powerful spiritual beings and are often featured in traditional art and stories. However, the crocodile's dangerous nature means it is also feared. In some cultures, saltwater crocodiles are seen as symbols of both death and life, representing a deep connection to the natural world and its untamable forces. In addition to their formidable physical traits and ecological role, saltwater crocodiles also have remarkable behaviors. One such behavior is their ability to perform death rolls. When they catch large prey, they twist their bodies rapidly, rolling in the water to disorient and tear apart their victim. This technique allows them to subdue prey much larger than themselves and is a truly awe-inspiring display of their power. Saltwater crocodiles are also highly intelligent creatures. Studies have shown that they are capable of problem solving, learning from experience, and even using tools. Some crocodiles have been observed using sticks or other objects to lure birds, using the sticks as bait to attract prey within reach. This sophisticated hunting method demonstrates a level of cunning and adaptability that sets them apart from many other animals. When considering conservation efforts, it's essential to acknowledge the ongoing challenges that come with managing human-wildlife conflict. As the human population continues to grow in regions where crocodiles live, the likelihood of conflict increases. In some cases, crocodiles have adapted to living near human settlements, taking advantage of easily accessible food sources, such as livestock or pets. This adaptation, however, further complicates efforts to keep both humans and crocodiles safe. In conclusion, the saltwater crocodile is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth due to its immense size, incredible strength, and aggressive behavior. While they play a vital role in their ecosystems, their interactions with humans can be deadly, making them a significant threat in certain regions. Efforts to conserve and manage crocodile populations are crucial to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures while minimizing the risks they pose to people. The saltwater crocodile is not just an animal to fear, but one that deserves respect and a place in the natural world, reminding us of the delicate balance between nature and humanity. Number 5. African lion. At number 5, we have the African lion, often referred to as the king of the jungle. While lions are majestic and awe-inspiring, they are also one of the most dangerous predators on Earth. Found primarily in sub-Saharan Africa, these big cats are known for their strength, agility, and cooperative hunting strategies. Let's start by exploring the physical characteristics of the African lion. Males can weigh up to 420 pounds and measure up to 10 feet in length, including their tail. Females are slightly smaller, typically weighing around 280 pounds. Both males and females are equipped with powerful muscles, sharp claws, and strong jaws capable of delivering a fatal bite. The lion's mane, a hallmark feature of males, is one of the most recognizable traits in the animal kingdom. While it serves as a sign of maturity and dominance, the mane also acts as protection during fights. The thicker the mane, the more likely it is to deflect blows and bites during confrontations with rival males, which can often be brutal and intense. Lions are large, muscular animals with incredibly sharp claws and teeth, built for both offensive and defensive purposes. Their muscular builds enable them to chase down and overpower prey, while their sharp claws are used to grab and hold onto animals during hunting. Their strong jaws are capable of delivering lethal bites, and their teeth are perfectly designed to tear through flesh. One of the most fascinating aspects of lions is their social structure. Unlike most big cats, lions live in groups called prides, which can consist of up to 30 individuals. A pride typically includes several related females, their cubs, and a coalition of 1 to 3 males. This social structure allows lions to work together to hunt and defend their territory, making them incredibly effective predators. The cooperative nature of their hunting, often involving complex coordination and teamwork, is one of the factors that sets lions apart from other big cats, such as tigers and leopards, who are solitary hunters. The pride's social structure also plays an important role in cub rearing. The females typically work together to raise the young, teaching them essential skills like hunting and defending the territory. The male lions, though not involved in the hunting, often protect the pride from outside threats, including rival males and other predators. Lions are opportunistic hunters, preying on a wide variety of animals, including zebras, wildebeests, buffaloes, and even young elephants. They are known for their cooperative hunting strategies, where members of the pride work together to stalk, chase, and bring down their prey. While females do most of the hunting, males play a crucial role in defending the pride and its territory from rival lions and other predators. Their strategy involves splitting into smaller groups and using their speed and stealth to outmaneuver larger prey. Lions will often hunt at night, utilizing their superior night vision to stalk prey under the cover of darkness. Lions are also known for their ambush tactics. They rely on stealth to get as close as possible to their prey before launching an attack. Their primary weapon during these attacks is their speed and powerful front limbs, which allow them to quickly pounce on and overpower prey. Despite their size and power, lions are known for being agile and nimble, making them highly effective hunters. This speed is particularly crucial when targeting prey that can outrun them over long distances, such as gazelles. However, lions are not always successful in their hunts. Approximately 70% of hunting attempts by lions end in failure. They are highly skilled, but the prey they target are often fast, strong, and capable of defending themselves. In these cases, lions may use tactics such as stalking, tiring out the prey, or working as a coordinated team to make up for their occasional lack of success. Despite their cooperative nature, lions are also highly territorial and aggressive. Males in particular are known for their fierce battles over territory and mating rights. These battles can be brutal, often resulting in serious injuries or even death. The victorious male will take over the pride, killing any cubs sired by the previous male to ensure his own offspring will survive. This practice, known as infanticide, is a common strategy in the animal kingdom to ensure the perpetuation of one's genetic material. While lions primarily prey on animals, they are also known to attack humans, particularly in regions where their natural prey is scarce. Lions have been known to attack livestock, and when human settlements encroach on their territory, they sometimes develop a taste for human flesh. This is most famously illustrated by the Tsavo man-eaters, two lions who killed over 35 railway workers in Kenya in 1898. These lions were so bold that they even dragged victims from their tents during the night, making them infamous examples of how lions can turn into man-eaters when food sources are limited. In modern times, human-lion conflicts are less common but still occur, particularly in areas where human populations are expanding into lion territories. These conflicts often result in the death of both humans and lions, highlighting the challenges of coexisting with such a powerful predator. For example, in areas like Tanzania and South Africa, lions have been known to attack farmers' livestock, leading to retaliatory killings by locals. This cycle of conflict has contributed to the decline in lion populations across Africa, with some regions seeing a drop of more than 50% in lion numbers over the past few decades. Efforts to conserve lions have been ongoing for decades, but their populations continue to decline due to habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflicts. Today there are estimated to be fewer than 20,000 lions left in the wild, making them a vulnerable species. Habitat destruction, primarily due to agriculture and human settlement, has left lions with fragmented territories, making it increasingly difficult for them to find sufficient prey and establish stable prides. Conservation programs aim to protect lion habitats, reduce human-lion conflicts, and promote sustainable tourism as a way to support local communities and fund conservation efforts. These programs are crucial to ensuring the survival of lions and the ecosystems they inhabit. Several African nations, such as Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, have established wildlife reserves and national parks to protect lions with varying degrees of success. Some programs focus on educating local communities about lions and their role in the ecosystem, while others implement compensation schemes for farmers who lose livestock to lion attacks. One of the most interesting efforts in lion conservation involves the use of lion guardians. These are individuals from local communities who work to protect lions and prevent conflict between humans and lions. By using innovative techniques such as the use of beehives, which lions are afraid of to keep them out of livestock areas, these guardians are helping create a safer environment for both lions and humans. Lions have also captured the public's imagination, often appearing in folklore, literature, and films. Their majestic appearance and powerful presence make them a symbol of strength and courage. From Disney's The Lion King to classic myths and legends, lions continue to hold a special place in human culture. They represent courage, nobility, and the balance of nature. In conclusion, the African lion is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth due to its strength, agility, and cooperative hunting strategies. While they play a vital role in their ecosystems, their interactions with humans can be deadly, making them a significant threat in certain regions. Efforts to conserve and manage lion populations are crucial to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures while minimizing the risks they pose to people. The future of lions depends on a delicate balance between conservation, education, and sustainable human practices to ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at these incredible apex predators. Number 6. Poison dart frog. At number 6 we have the poison dart frog, a small but deadly creature found in the rainforests of Central and South America. Despite their vibrant colors and tiny size, these amphibians are among the most toxic animals on Earth. Their bright hues serve as a warning to predators, signaling the presence of potent toxins that can cause paralysis, heart failure, and even death. The poison dart frog belongs to the family Dendrobatidae, and there are over 200 species, all differing in size, color, and toxicity. These frogs are generally small, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in length. While this may seem small, their impact is anything but, as their toxin is among the most potent substances in the natural world. They can be found in the tropical rainforests of countries like Colombia, Panama, Ecuador, and Nicaragua, where the dense vegetation and warm, humid conditions create an ideal environment for these frogs. One of the most striking features of the poison dart frog is its vibrant coloration. The bright colors such as neon yellow, red, blue, and green serve as a warning to predators about the frog's toxicity. In nature, this is called aposematism, where an organism uses bold colors or patterns to advertise its harmful traits. This visual cue is a powerful defense mechanism, as predators often avoid these brightly colored creatures. The more intense and vivid the color, the more dangerous the frog tends to be. The coloration, combined with the frog's distinct patterns, makes them an unmistakable presence in their natural habitat. However, not all species are as toxic as others. Some poison dart frogs have enough toxins to kill several human adults, while others are much less toxic. The golden poison dart frog, which is often considered the most toxic, carries a potent chemical called batrachoxin. This toxin is so powerful that just a small amount, about 200 micrograms, can kill a human. In fact, the golden poison dart frog is known to have enough poison on its skin to kill 10 humans. Its toxicity is so severe that it has been used by indigenous tribes in the region to coat the tips of their blow darts, thus earning these frogs their common name. The toxin produced by poison dart frogs, called batrachoxin, is a type of alkaloid. These chemicals interfere with the transmission of nerve impulses, leading to paralysis, respiratory failure, and even death. The toxin works by binding to sodium channels in nerve cells, preventing them from closing and causing the cells to fire repeatedly. This causes muscle spasms, heart arrhythmia, and eventual collapse. Despite the deadly potency of their poison dart frogs are not aggressive in nature. They rely on their toxins purely as a defense mechanism, as they are primarily preyed upon by a variety of animals in the wild, including birds, snakes, and larger frogs. Interestingly, poison dart frogs are not born toxic. Their poison is not something they are born with, but is acquired through their diet. In the wild, these frogs feed on ants, termites, beetles, and other small invertebrates that themselves contain alkaloids. The frogs then sequester these toxins in their skin, making them deadly to potential predators. Frogs raised in captivity, fed a controlled diet free from these alkaloids, do not develop the toxic properties of their wild counterparts. This has led to extensive studies on how these toxins work, and has spurred interest in their potential medical applications. Researchers have studied batrachoxin for its ability to block pain and act as a muscle relaxant, and while it remains too dangerous for human use, it has inspired research into safer alternatives for pain management. The behavior of the poison dart frog is equally fascinating. Despite their deadly defense mechanism, they are quite shy creatures, spending much of their time hiding under dense vegetation on the forest floor. Their small size and bright coloration make them highly visible to predators, but their toxicity serves as an effective deterrent. The frogs are not aggressive, and their behavior is generally non-confrontational. They rely on stealth and camouflage, blending in with the foliage to avoid being eaten. The life cycle of the poison dart frog is also unique. These frogs exhibit a level of parental care that is uncommon among amphibians. After the female lays her eggs, she guards them until they hatch, which typically takes a few weeks. Once the tadpoles hatch, the mother or father carries them on their back to a nearby water source, such as a bromeliad or small pool, where they can continue to grow. This mode of transportation ensures that the tadpoles have access to water and increases their chances of survival. The frog's behavior toward their young is quite remarkable, and has been a subject of extensive study. In many species, the male frog plays a major role in carrying the tadpoles to safety, demonstrating the importance of cooperation in the species' reproductive strategies. As fascinating as their behavior and biology are, poison dart frogs face numerous threats in the wild. Habitat loss is a major concern, as the tropical rainforests where they live are being rapidly destroyed due to deforestation. Logging, agriculture, and urban expansion are all contributing to the loss of these frogs' natural habitats. As the forests are cleared, the availability of the insects that the frogs rely on for their toxins is also reduced, further threatening their survival. Climate change is another major threat, as rising temperatures and changes in rainfall patterns can disrupt the delicate balance of the rainforest ecosystem, impacting both the frogs and their food sources. The illegal pet trade is also a significant issue for poison dart frogs. These frogs are highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts due to their striking colors and fascinating nature. However, capturing these frogs from the wild not only removes them from their natural habitat, but also disrupts the local ecosystem. Additionally, the demand for poison dart frogs has contributed to the depletion of some species in the wild. Efforts to regulate the pet trade and promote sustainable collection practices are ongoing, but much work remains to be done to ensure that these frogs are not exploited to the point of extinction. Conservation efforts are critical for the survival of poison dart frogs. Several organizations and governments are working to protect the rainforest habitats of these frogs and reduce the threats they face. Protecting rainforests from deforestation is a priority, as these ecosystems are home to countless species, including the poison dart frog. Sustainable land management practices such as selective logging and eco-friendly agriculture are being promoted to minimize the environmental impact of human activity. Additionally, captive breeding programs are being established to help preserve frog populations and reduce the pressure on wild populations. Another important aspect of conservation is education. Raising awareness about the importance of protecting poison dart frogs and their habitats is crucial in garnering support for conservation initiatives. These frogs are not only fascinating creatures, but also serve as indicators of the health of their environment. By protecting them, we are also helping to protect the broader rainforest ecosystem, which is vital for biodiversity and climate regulation. In addition to their ecological significance, poison dart frogs have captured the public's imagination. They are often featured in nature documentaries, educational programs, and even as symbols of the rainforest's biodiversity. Their vibrant colors and potent toxins make them a symbol of the delicate balance of nature and the importance of conservation. Poison dart frogs remind us that even the smallest creatures can have a profound impact on their ecosystems, and their survival is intricately linked to the health of the environment as a whole. In conclusion, the poison dart frog is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth due to its potent toxins, which can cause paralysis, heart failure, and death. While they are not aggressive, their toxicity serves as a powerful defense mechanism against predators. Despite their danger, these frogs are a vital part of the rainforest ecosystem, and efforts to conserve and protect poison dart frogs are crucial to ensuring the survival of these unique creatures and the ecosystems they inhabit. Through education, conservation and sustainable practices, we can help protect poison dart frogs and the invaluable biodiversity they represent. Number 7. Cape buffalo. Now for number 7 we have the Cape buffalo, often referred to as the African buffalo, one of the most dangerous and unpredictable animals to roam the African plains. While many animals in the wild are dangerous, few are as consistently lethal to humans as the Cape buffalo. This imposing creature is responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large mammal, including the renowned lion. Though herbivorous in nature, its strength, speed and temperament make it a fierce adversary for any predator, including humans. The Cape buffalo is a true icon of Africa's wildlife, a symbol of untamed strength and resilience. Found primarily in the savannas and grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa, these animals are not only formidable, but are also an integral part of their ecosystem, maintaining the balance of the landscapes they inhabit. Let's explore the fascinating world of the Cape buffalo, understanding its role in the wild, the dangers it poses to humans, and the crucial conservation efforts aimed at protecting these magnificent creatures. The Cape buffalo is an impressive animal, known for its massive size and striking features. Adult males can weigh as much as 2,000 pounds and stand over 5 feet tall at the shoulder, making them one of the largest buffalo species in the world. Females are typically smaller but still hefty, weighing between 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. Their large muscular frames make them formidable adversaries to both predators and humans. One of the most distinctive features of the Cape buffalo is its horns. Both males and females possess large curved horns that form a continuous bone shield across the top of their heads, a feature known as the boss. These horns are not merely ornamental, they are powerful weapons capable of inflicting lethal injuries. The horns of a mature male can grow to over 30 inches in length and are used in aggressive encounters, both with other buffalo and potential predators. When threatened, A buffalo can use its horns to gore and maim any creature that gets too close, making them highly effective at defending themselves. The Cape buffalo's coat is typically a dark brown or black, with some individuals exhibiting lighter reddish hues, especially in the younger stages of life. Its rugged exterior provides camouflage in the wild, allowing it to blend into the dense grasses of the savanna and forests. The animal's eyes are relatively small but intense, conveying a sense of alertness that is critical for survival in a world where every movement can mean the difference between life and death. Cape buffaloes are herd animals, forming large groups that can number in the hundreds. Their herds provide safety and protection, as a collective defense is far more effective than an individual's. When danger approaches, the herd will work together to fend off predators such as lions, hyenas, and crocodiles. The social structure of the herd is quite complex, with a clear hierarchy that governs the relationships between individuals. Bulls typically form bachelor herds, while females and young buffaloes live in larger mixed groups. The herd is led by older, dominant females who have the most experience and knowledge about where to find food and water. These females are incredibly protective of their young and will not hesitate to fight off any threat, including humans, to safeguard their offspring. The herd's structure and leadership allow them to thrive in the wild, ensuring that the species remains strong and resilient. One of the most fascinating aspects of Cape buffalo behavior is their social interactions and how they respond to threats. When faced with a predator, the buffaloes will often circle around the young or the injured to protect them, creating a wall of muscle and horns. However, when confronted by a human threat, the buffalo can act unpredictably. While many herbivores would flee, the Cape buffalo is known for its courage and will often charge without warning, especially if it feels cornered or threatened. The buffalo's social cohesion is critical for its survival. However, this social nature also makes them particularly dangerous when angered. Even in a non-threatening environment, these animals are quick to react to stimuli and may charge at perceived threats with little provocation. This is why the Cape buffalo has earned the infamous nickname Black Death. Unlike other herbivores that are usually docile, the Cape buffalo's willingness to charge makes it a unique and unpredictable danger to anyone who crosses its path. Cape buffaloes are responsible for numerous human fatalities each year, particularly in regions where human settlements overlap with their natural habitat. The buffalo's aggression and tendency to charge on sight make it one of the most lethal animals in Africa. This aggression is often not provoked, but rather a response to being startled or threatened, whether by a person or vehicle. Cape buffaloes are known to attack without hesitation, flipping cars, trampling humans, and even goring them with their horns. The strength and power of their charge are enough to seriously injure or kill. Even experienced hunters and wildlife enthusiasts have learned to approach Cape buffaloes with caution, as they are unpredictable and highly dangerous when they feel threatened. In fact, the Cape buffalo is considered one of the big 5 dangerous game animals, a group that includes the lion, leopard, rhinoceros, and elephant. While lions may be the apex predators of the savanna, Cape buffaloes are far more dangerous due to their unpredictable nature and their tendency to fight back aggressively when faced with danger. The Cape buffalo is not a purely destructive force. Despite its tendency to attack humans, it plays a critical role in the African ecosystem. As grazers, they help to maintain the balance of the savanna by preventing overgrowth of certain plants. Their feeding habits ensure that grasses and shrubs do not become overgrown, which in turn helps to maintain a healthy environment for many other species. This grazing behavior is vital for other animals in the savanna, including smaller herbivores that rely on the same plants for food. Additionally, the Cape buffalo's behavior directly influences the dynamics of predator-prey relationships. Lions, for example, rely on buffaloes as a primary food source, and the buffalo's defense tactics, including their group cohesion and aggressive behavior, create a dynamic between predator and prey. Predators like lions and hyenas have to work harder to bring down a buffalo, often relying on teamwork and strategy. This predatory challenge contributes to the stability of the ecosystem, ensuring that only the strongest predators can survive. Despite the threats they face from natural predators, the biggest danger to Cape buffalo populations comes from human activities. Habitat loss due to deforestation, agricultural expansion, and urbanization continues to threaten their survival. As their natural environments shrink, the buffaloes are forced into closer contact with human settlements, increasing the likelihood of dangerous interactions. Additionally, diseases such as bovine tuberculosis and foot and mouth disease can devastate buffalo populations, affecting both wild and domestic animals and posing significant risks to livestock. Efforts to conserve Cape buffalo populations have been largely successful, especially in protected areas and national parks where human-wildlife conflicts are minimized. Many African nations have established game reserves and wildlife sanctuaries to protect these animals from poaching and habitat destruction. Through these efforts, Cape buffalo numbers have remained stable in many parts of Africa. However, there is still a need for increased awareness and conservation programs to address the risks posed by disease, poaching, and habitat loss. Conservation programs often focus on creating safe spaces for buffaloes, reducing human-wildlife conflict, and promoting sustainable hunting practices. By carefully managing buffalo populations and ensuring their habitats remain intact, conservationists hope to secure the future of these magnificent creatures. The importance of these efforts cannot be overstated, as the Cape buffalo plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of the African ecosystem. Cape buffaloes are also a symbol of Africa's untamed wilderness. Their fearsome reputation has captured the public's imagination, making them a subject of documentaries, wildlife films, and even folklore. In many African cultures, the Cape buffalo is revered for its strength and resilience, and it is often seen as a symbol of courage and determination. The buffalo's ability to survive in such a challenging environment, often in the face of overwhelming odds, makes it a powerful figure in both the natural world and human culture. In conclusion, the Cape buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth due to its immense size, unpredictable aggression, and powerful horns. While they play a vital role in their ecosystems, their interactions with humans can be deadly, making them a significant threat in certain regions. Efforts to conserve and manage Cape buffalo populations are crucial to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures while minimizing the risks they pose to people. Their role in the ecosystem, combined with their fierce defensive nature, secures their place as one of the most dangerous and awe-inspiring animals on the planet. Number 8. Polar bear. The polar bear is the largest land carnivore on Earth, and one of the most formidable predators in the Arctic. Found in the icy regions of the Arctic Circle, polar bears are known for their immense size, strength, and adaptability to one of the harshest environments on the planet. While they are awe-inspiring creatures, they are also incredibly dangerous, especially to humans who venture into their territory. Let's start by exploring the physical characteristics of the polar bear. Adult males can weigh up to 1,500 pounds and stand over 10 feet tall when on their hind legs. Females are smaller, typically weighing around 600 to 700 pounds. Polar bears are perfectly adapted to their icy habitat, with thick layers of fat and fur to insulate them from the cold, large paws for walking on snow and ice, and powerful limbs for swimming long distances in search of food. Polar bears are apex predators, meaning they sit at the top of the food chain in their ecosystem. Their primary prey is seals, particularly ringed and bearded seals, which they hunt by waiting at breathing holes in the ice or breaking into seal dens. Polar bears are incredibly strong and can kill a seal with a single swipe of their massive paws. One of the most dangerous aspects of polar bears is their unpredictability. Unlike many other predators, polar bears do not have a natural fear of humans. In fact, they are known to view humans as potential prey, especially in areas where food is scarce. This makes encounters with polar bears extremely dangerous, as they are capable of killing a human with ease. Polar bear attacks on humans are relatively rare, but they do occur, particularly in regions where human activity overlaps with polar bear habitats. In places like Churchill, Manitoba, known as the polar bear capital of the world, residents and visitors are trained on how to avoid and respond to polar bear encounters. Despite these precautions, attacks can still happen, often with fatal consequences. Climate change poses a significant threat to polar bears, as the melting of Arctic ice reduces their hunting grounds and access to prey. As a result, polar bears are increasingly coming into contact with human populations in search of food, leading to more frequent and dangerous encounters. Efforts to conserve polar bears have been ongoing, with a focus on protecting their Arctic habitat and reducing the impacts of climate change. Polar bears are listed as a vulnerable species, and international agreements like the 1973 Polar Bear Agreement aim to regulate hunting and promote conservation efforts. Despite their danger, polar bears play a crucial role in their ecosystem. As apex predators, They help regulate the populations of seals and other marine mammals, maintaining the balance of their habitat. Their presence also serves as an indicator of the health of the Arctic ecosystem, making their conservation vital to the overall health of the planet. In addition to their ecological significance, polar bears have also captured the public's imagination, often appearing in documentaries, films, and as symbols of the Arctic wilderness. Their majestic appearance and powerful presence make them a symbol of the challenges and beauty of life in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Polar bears are unique among bear species in that they are highly dependent on sea ice for survival. Unlike brown bears, which hibernate during the winter months, polar bears remain active year-round, constantly on the move in search of food. They are excellent swimmers, capable of covering vast distances in icy waters. Their fur, which appears white but is actually transparent, helps them blend into their snowy surroundings, providing them with an advantage when stalking prey. When hunting, polar bears employ a combination of patience, stealth, and brute force. They often wait motionless for hours at a seal's breathing hole, ready to strike the moment the seal emerges for air. When food is scarce, polar bears have been known to scavenge carcasses, raid bird nests, and even prey on small mammals. In areas where human populations and polar bear territories overlap, conflicts have increased in recent years. As Arctic ice continues to decline due to climate change, polar bears are forced to travel longer distances to find food. This has led to an increase in polar bears wandering into towns and villages, searching for anything edible. In some cases, starving polar bears have attacked humans, leading to tragic encounters. To mitigate human-polar bear conflicts, conservationists and local authorities have implemented various strategies. In regions like Churchill, residents use bear-proof garbage bins, electric fences, and designated polar bear patrols to deter the animals from entering populated areas. In some cases, polar bears that wander too close to towns are tranquilized and relocated to more remote locations. While polar bears are fearsome predators, they are also deeply intelligent and resourceful creatures. They have an acute sense of smell, capable of detecting prey from miles away. Their powerful build allows them to break through thick ice to reach seals hiding beneath the surface. However, despite their adaptations, polar bears face an uncertain future due to the rapid changes occurring in their environment. The decline in sea ice not only affects the polar bear's ability to hunt, but also impacts their breeding and migration patterns. Female polar bears typically give birth in snow dens, where they raise their cubs in the harsh Arctic winter. With less stable ice and snow cover, these dens are becoming increasingly vulnerable, putting cubs at risk. Polar bear mothers are fiercely protective of their young, often going to great lengths to ensure their survival. Cubs stay with their mothers for about 2.5 years, learning essential survival skills such as hunting and navigating the frozen landscape. During this time, the mother bear must find enough food to sustain both herself and her offspring, a task that is becoming more difficult as climate change reduces the availability of prey. Some conservationists have proposed alternative solutions to help polar bears adapt to their changing environment. One controversial idea is supplemental feeding, where humans provide food to polar bears in areas where their natural prey is scarce. While this could prevent starvation, critics argue that it may lead to increased human-polar bear interactions and dependency on human-provided food. Another proposed solution is the creation of protected marine areas where polar bears can hunt without human interference. By designating certain regions as polar bear conservation zones, scientists hope to give the species a better chance at survival. However, such efforts require international cooperation and significant resources to be effective. Polar bears have also been the focus of extensive scientific research. Their ability to endure extreme cold, their powerful immune systems, and their efficient metabolism have all been studied for potential applications in human medicine. Some researchers believe that studying polar bears could lead to breakthroughs in understanding obesity, diabetes, and even treatments for degenerative diseases. Despite the many challenges they face, polar bears continue to be a symbol of resilience and strength. They have been revered by indigenous Arctic communities for centuries, often appearing in folklore, artwork, and traditional ceremonies. In many indigenous cultures, polar bears are considered sacred animals, representing wisdom, endurance, and survival. In recent years, polar bears have become a powerful emblem of climate change awareness. Images of polar bears stranded on melting ice floes have been used in environmental campaigns to highlight the urgent need for action against global warming. As one of the most visible victims of climate change, Polar bears serve as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth and the consequences of human activity on the natural world. Zoos and wildlife conservation organizations have played a role in educating the public about polar bears and their plight. Some zoos house polar bears in carefully designed enclosures that mimic their Arctic habitat, providing visitors with an opportunity to learn about these incredible animals up close. However, critics argue that polar bears do not thrive in captivity, and that conservation efforts should focus on protecting their natural habitat. As the Arctic continues to change, the fate of the polar bear remains uncertain. While conservation efforts have helped stabilize some populations, the long-term survival of the species depends on global efforts to combat climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, protecting Arctic ecosystems, and promoting sustainable development are all critical steps in ensuring that polar bears continue to roam the frozen wilderness for generations to come. In conclusion, the polar bear is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth due to its immense size, strength, and unpredictability. While they play a vital role in their ecosystem, their interactions with humans can be deadly, making them a significant threat in certain regions. Efforts to conserve and manage polar bear populations are crucial to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures, while minimizing the risks they pose to people. Number 9. African elephant. At number 9 we have the African elephant, the largest land animal on Earth. While elephants are often portrayed as gentle, intelligent, and even emotional creatures, they can be incredibly dangerous, especially when provoked, threatened, or startled. African elephants are responsible for numerous human fatalities every year, making them one of the most formidable creatures on the planet. The sheer size of the African elephant is one of its most defining characteristics. Adult males, known as bull elephants, can weigh up to 14,000 pounds, 6,350 kilograms, and reach heights of 13 feet, 4 meters at the shoulder. Females, known as cows, are smaller, typically weighing around 8,000 pounds, 3,630 kilograms. Despite their bulk, elephants are surprisingly fast and agile, capable of reaching speeds of 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per h, in a charge. African elephants have large ears, which serve an essential function in regulating their body temperature. These ears contain a network of blood vessels that allow them to dissipate heat in the scorching African climate. Their gray, wrinkled skin is another remarkable adaptation, as it helps retain moisture and regulate body temperature in dry conditions. One of the most distinctive features of the African elephant is its trunk, an elongated and highly muscular extension of its upper lip and nose. The trunk is an incredibly versatile tool containing over 40,000 muscles, allowing the elephant to perform a wide range of tasks. It is used for breathing, smelling, grasping objects, communicating, and even spraying water and dust to cool off or protect their skin from insects. An elephant's trunk is strong enough to uproot trees, yet delicate enough to pick up a single blade of grass. Another defining characteristic of the African elephant is its tusks, which are elongated incisor teeth made of ivory. Tusks can grow up to 10 feet 3 meters long and weigh more than 100 pounds 45 kilograms each. Elephants use their tusks for digging, stripping bark from trees, defending themselves, and even engaging in dominance battles. However, these magnificent tusks have also made elephants a prime target for poachers, leading to devastating declines in their populations. African elephants are highly intelligent and social animals, living in matriarchal herds led by an older, experienced female. These herds can consist of dozens of individuals, including younger females and their calves. The bond between elephants is incredibly strong, and they display remarkable levels of cooperation, empathy, and problem-solving abilities. Males, on the other hand, tend to live solitary lives or form loose bachelor groups. While elephants generally avoid conflict with humans, they can become extremely aggressive when provoked or feeling threatened. Must, a period of heightened testosterone levels in male elephants, makes them particularly dangerous. During must, bulls can become highly unpredictable, irritable, and hyper-aggressive, often engaging in fights with other males or attacking anything that gets in their way. When elephants charge, the results can be devastating. Their sheer strength and size allow them to trample anything in their path, and their tusks can gore and crush their targets. In some cases, elephants have been known to flip over vehicles, destroy buildings, and even kill people in villages or safari parks. Elephant attacks on humans are not common, but when they do occur, they are often fatal. One of the primary reasons for increased human-elephant conflicts is habitat loss. As human populations expand, elephants are increasingly pushed into smaller and more fragmented territories. This brings them closer to farms, villages and roads, where encounters with humans become more likely. Elephants can raid crops, damage property, and in some cases, attack people when they feel threatened. Farmers defending their land may retaliate, leading to further conflict between humans and elephants. There are numerous documented cases of aggressive elephant encounters. In some parts of Africa, elephants have been observed raiding villages, destroying homes, and even seeking out and attacking people. While this behavior is rare, it is a stark reminder that elephants, despite their majestic and seemingly gentle nature, are still wild and unpredictable animals. Despite their potential danger, African elephants play a vital role in their ecosystems. They are considered keystone species, meaning their presence significantly impacts their environment. By creating waterholes, clearing dense vegetation, and spreading seeds through their dung, elephants help maintain the balance of their habitat. Their movements shape landscapes, creating pathways for other animals and opening up areas for plant growth. African elephants are also crucial for biodiversity, as they interact with a wide range of species. The waterholes they create become sources of life for many other animals, including antelopes, zebras, and birds. By stripping trees and breaking down vegetation, they allow new plant species to thrive, benefiting both flora and fauna in the region. While elephants are protected by international laws, they still face numerous threats, including poaching, habitat destruction, and human-wildlife conflicts. The illegal ivory trade has been one of the biggest dangers to elephant populations. Despite bans on ivory sales in many countries, poaching remains a severe issue, particularly in parts of Africa, where law enforcement is weak or corrupt. Efforts to conserve African elephants have been ongoing for decades. Organizations and governments have implemented anti-poaching patrols, protected reserves, and community-based conservation programs to help safeguard elephant populations. National parks and wildlife reserves, such as the Serengeti, Kruger National Park, and Chobe National Park, serve as critical sanctuaries for elephants. However, conservation efforts also require addressing human-elephant conflicts. Some strategies include building elephant corridors, which allow elephants to move between habitats without crossing into human settlements. Others involve using early warning systems to detect elephant movements and warn nearby communities. Some farmers use beehive fences, as elephants naturally avoid bees and will steer clear of crops surrounded by hives. Despite the dangers elephants pose to humans, many local communities revere and respect them. In African culture, elephants are often seen as symbols of wisdom, strength, and resilience. They appear in myths, folklore, and even religious traditions, reflecting their deep cultural significance. Elephants have also captivated global audiences through wildlife documentaries, films, and conservation campaigns. Iconic figures like David Attenborough, Jane Goodall, and numerous conservationists have worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the plight of elephants and the importance of protecting them. The tourism industry also plays a role in elephant conservation. Safari tourism in Africa generates millions of dollars each year, with visitors traveling from all over the world to witness elephants in the wild. This revenue helps fund conservation projects, supports local communities, and creates incentives for protecting elephants instead of hunting them. In some cases, elephants have even displayed extraordinary intelligence and emotional depth, further reinforcing their complex nature. Studies have shown that elephants can grieve their dead, recognize themselves in mirrors, and even display signs of empathy. Some elephants have been observed returning to the bones of deceased relatives, gently touching them with their trunks, in what appears to be a form of mourning. In conclusion, the African elephant is one of the most dangerous, yet fascinating animals on Earth. Its sheer size, strength, intelligence, and unpredictable behavior make it a force to be reckoned with. While they are vital to their ecosystems, they also pose significant risks to humans, particularly in areas where human activity overlaps with their natural habitats. Conservation efforts are essential to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures, while finding ways to minimize conflicts with humans. The future of the African elephant depends on a delicate balance between conservation, sustainable land use, and respect for one of nature's most awe-inspiring giants.